Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines. We have a Troybilt rear engine rider. It's about 5 years old, I think, and we serviced it back in March. Customer calls up the other day and says they went and engaged the mower deck and it wouldn't engage. So went to pick up the mower today, and just want to let you know that this model number here is actually the model number of the machine that I'm working on. This may help anybody out there who has, it doesn't have like a name for the model of the tractor, it just says Troybilt Rider, you know, it doesn't say much. So the model I have here, it's the one that came right off of the sticker of the model number of the tractor, so just keep that in mind. Now when we got to the house, she gave us a washer and a bolt. Alright, so then I came in here and I figured, okay, well the blades doesn't engage, let's get this thing up in the air and look at it. And as soon as we put the machine up in the air, and I just do this for me at the shop and how I work on things, so it makes it a little bit easier, we actually found this that fell off. This is a whole mechanism here that actually works for the blade engagement. Something I've never really worked with before on these riders. It's a newer machine and a rear engine rider. So I went online and found the parts breakdown, which is here. All right, and it shows this piece on how everything goes together. Then we had to figure it out from here. So being that this bolt came with her, we kind of figured out that I'm going to try to do this by looking at the diagram and piecing all this together again. Alright, so you have to put the bolt in first. And if you look at the diagram here, now look at the diagram, the bolt goes in the back side of this plate, which is here. So the bolt goes to the back, alright, and then you put the washer, which is here, and this is the washer she had, so the washer was here. Now, she was missing the nut because of course it's probably in her yard somewhere. Now, here's the pulley. This is going to be a little tricky to see under here, but then you have to put her piece that fell off back on here. And then you come down to the diagram again, and what's next is, this is the whole pulley assembly, which is the getter, which I just put on. And then you have this spacer. And you have to figure out which way the spacer goes, and I'm going to say the long collar comes facing out because the spring has to go over that. And you have to be careful. You have the collar on here, you have to get the collar to go into the bracket so the bracket can move up and down. And then you have a collar on the outside, which in turn the spring, which is here. There's the collar, here's the spring. Now this is a little tricky. There's a little hole here in the back side of this bracket that the spring goes in. And I assumed that the spring goes down underneath the arm. So now that's the little tricky part, is getting it underneath the arm. Alright, so we got it underneath the arm. I try to keep everything pressed together with my fingers. The collar comes out to about my fingernail here, so it looks like everything's right. Now, that's all we had. We didn't have, I'm showing a diagram here, the picture. They show just the spring and then the nut. Now, I think this nut might be a flange nut, and I have a lock nut, and I'm going to use a washer as the flange. And this is something that I just got out of my stock, and we're going to install it. Okay, now that's just hand tight. Now as far as the belt scenario, you have to look at the parts breakdown. You might want to go online and find out. There is no belt guide, like it doesn't say, okay, this is where the belt goes. But I figured out, just remember the V part of a V belt. All right, there's a flat side on one side and there's a V part on the inside. The V pulley here, it looks just like a V. It goes from wide to skinny. That's where the part of the belt goes in. You got a V on the belt and a V on the pulley. All right, and then we have to kind of figure out, all right, which way does it go? Well, me doing this a while, I just figured, okay, well, the flat side has to go against this flat idler pulley, which is the bracket that came off. All right, so that's a flat idler pulley. So that side has to be flat against there. Now I'm going to go around to the other side. Maybe you'll be able to see the back side of the engine pulley. Maybe you won't be able to see it, but let's try to get my hand in here now. This is the other side of the machine, and I didn't take off this bracket because I didn't need to. The belt was still on there. It actually helped me try to figure it out. And then you put the belt on the engine pulley. Now I'm gonna put it on the engine pulley first, and then put it on the blade pulley just for purposes of making it a little bit easier to get on. Alright. So that worked out a little bit easier that way. Okay, so now we have the belt is attached. We'll come around to the other side. Okay, so if you can see up from down here, everything right here, we have the pulley, V pulley's in the V of the blade pulley, and then you have the other pulley down here. Now, when we engage the mower deck, okay, the spring's here for the engagement for the mower deck, and I'm going to engage the mower deck. Now, granted, I don't have this tight yet, but I want to see how everything operates. So I'm going to engage my blade, and hopefully it looks right. And being that the blade engages, now it looks like everything is running correctly. The belt's tight. It has a blade brake here that actually goes against the spin. That's pretty funny. But that's your blade brake there. But it looks like it engaged, everything engaged properly. The spring here, I'm not sure exactly. They have a reason for the spring tension here, and it might be because when you raise the mower deck up and down. But we'll get this all back together again, take it outside. I'm going to tighten these guys up. But that's pretty much how we found the machine, and it was a factory problem. That bolt has never been taken out from the factory. I would say that's a vibration factor. I'm going to take this nut off and put some red Loctite on there so that will not back out again, because I think vibration may have been the problem. So I just wanted to let everybody know if they come across this problem, this is one way to fix it. And just make sure that you use your internet and find the parts breakdown on this. And again, the model number, the machine that I was working on is right here. Okay? Thanks for watching.